I was trying to make sure I had all my stuff together. But all right, what's up, y'all? Happy Wednesday. Welcome to Wind Down Wednesday. Where y'all know on Wednesdays we get together. We kind of kick shits. We talk about life and we talk about business. And if you new here, I'm Cake King. But everybody just know me as Jeremy in the streets. Now, in the streets, it's just Jeremy. But well, I guess that's kind of backwards because in the streets, people know me as Cake King. But I'm just Jeremy, y'all. Shout out to our Money Making Monday sponsor, my boy Marty Mart. My hoodie tonight says, "When God is for you, the who won't matter." We talked about that on last Wednesday, that when God is for you, the who won't matter. And I told somebody that I'm gonna have to go back and follow up on my notes from the last one. So when people hear when they hear the new one, they be like, what did y'all talk about last weekend? I can actually tell them, hey, this is what we talked about. But I don't even know where is it. I had it in my notes. Oh, I know what it was. It's the last live we talked about, when God is for you, the who won't matter. And God's grace has limitations, and so does patience. So we had a good talk on the last round, and we still in this whole healing series, and I'm still learning that as the days go by, that more people need to heal and they just not healing. And I guess we're gonna have to stay in the thick of this, healing our Cake community and our, well, I'm gonna say not just Cake community, because we got a lot of people that join in our family that don't do cakes, and we appreciate y'all. Shout out to all of my people who listen to the lives, who listen to the podcast, and all of y'all that make this thing do what it do. We've been having a good time in this series of healing, and it really don't have nothing to do with cake, and it don't have nothing to do with treats, nothing like that. But it has everything to do with how you react to situations within your business and how you react to situations within your personal life. And we said this in the first part of this series, that if you don't heal what's been broken in you on the personal side, it's going to spill into your business. And you're going to be running your business off of emotion rather than making sound decisions, that can save you money, and save you time in the long run. So you got to make sure that you kind of heal from those things. Listen, Marty. Marty said, heal because you deserve it. Okay? Heal because you deserve it. That's a word right there in itself. Come on, Marty. Heal because you deserve it. I can keep going, right? I can really just stop right there. Heal because you deserve it. Smile because you deserve to. You deserve the love that you give. It's so you're deserving. Like, really look at yourself and say, I'm deserving. I'm deserving of everything that God is getting ready to do in my life. I'm deserving of it. Like, you really got to tell yourself, listen, Marty, you can listen. That was it right there. That was it right there. Heal because you deserve it. That is a word in itself right there. So it's Wednesday, y'all, and we done made it to the middle of the week, and I'm excited about this week. I told y'all I was getting ready. I'm getting ready now. We getting ready to go on our honeymoon. We leave to go to Miami on Saturday, and I am excited about it because I ain't thought about no internet package. I didn't thought about nothing. All I've been thinking about was how I'm gonna relax. I'm gonna unplug, and I'm gonna really take some time to just enjoy the moments. Just enjoying the moments, and enjoying those moments are so important. I talked my mom and them into going on vacation right now. Her and my dad, they are on their anniversary trip for 25, or it's one of them, or 28. It's somewhere up in between 25 and 28 years of marriage, and they're on their anniversary trip in Cabo right now. So I done talked them into using their passports, and they out there at an all-inclusive resort. So I cannot wait until this weekend for me and my husband to go on our honeymoon. Me and my husband are going on our honeymoon. Okay. But yeah, I'm excited about taking some time to, just to unplug. Y'all, as a business owner, it is so important to unplug. Because the burnout is real. And people don't be talking about, well, they be saying it. Oh yeah, we need to talk about more about mental health and things like that. Within, being an entrepreneur, you can talk about it all day long, but if you ain't gonna implement some of the things that people tell you into your life, then all that talking is just pointless. It's like running up on somebody doing all that talking and ain't gonna throw no hands. That's why I said on Facebook earlier, it is my humble prayer, Lord, that the energy that these people have on the internet, that it holds up in the street when they run up on the people who they done talk so bad about. It is my prayer, Lord, that these people keep the same energy in person as they have online when they be talking in book in these comments and on these posts, because one day these people gonna have to run up on these people in real life outside of Facebook and Instagram and these groups. You're gonna have to meet up with these people in real life, and you either gonna have to hold up or fold up. So it is my prayer that these people keep the same energy in and out of season, because you're gonna have to run up on some of these people at some point in your life. But that was my prayer this morning. They're gonna have to see the people. You're gonna have to see them folks. Y'all, while we were talking about healing, this came to me when I was in the shower. You had your best thoughts when you were in the shower. I was in the shower and I was getting ready to get out, and something came to me, and we be talking about how we got to heal, we need to heal, and how we need to take more time for us. And we say all of these things in business, and how hard it is to run a business. But we address certain situations as it equates to our healing. And the thought came to me that you can't heal what you don't or refuse to address. So if you want to address the elephant in the room, you can't heal from it. So taking the time to heal is just as important as addressing what it is that you need to heal from. So you can't heal what you can't heal from what you don't address. And it's important to address whatever that is that you feel is holding you back or keeping you back from that, that healing that you need. For me personally, for me, I was trying to heal from trauma as a young boy that was molested by one of my uncles. And it was really a hard thing, because I had to go on for years and not telling nobody, and feeling like I couldn't tell anybody because nobody was going to believe me. And it wasn't until something traumatic happened and I had to go to their funeral that people, my mom then was like, why was I acting like in a way like I didn't want to go? You know what I'm saying? And I didn't want to go because quite honestly, I just didn't care. But for the longest, I held on to that, and I was blaming everybody because I felt like somebody should have been looking out for me. Somebody should have been looking out for my as a young boy, not knowing anything, but I blame myself like so much. Like, you start to think like, well, in situations like, if that didn't happen, would I be in this lifestyle? Or, if that didn't happen, would I may have made a choice to be with a woman? All of these things. And I had to kind of heal from that because I was blaming myself for somebody else's fucked up mistakes. Like, and not even mistakes, but choices, the choices that they made. And I'm holding on to the hatred and all of that. And I had to heal from that. I really did. And it took me years and years to actually to heal from it and be okay with, with talking about it. And because, in the Black community, one thing we do, we love keeping shit on the hush. We don't want to embarrass nobody. We don't want to talk about things. We don't want to tell the truth because we too shame about how people are going to react, or we are ashamed of like messing up the family's name or all of that stuff. Man, you're gonna be walking around harboring all that damn hurt and trying to safeguard somebody else's feelings when people are not even acknowledging yours. You can't heal what you don't acknowledge. You can't run from what's inevitable. Either you're gonna address it head on, or you're gonna allow it to continue to break you. And being able to acknowledge the fact that, hey, yeah, it was fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I was molested at a young age. I feel like that choice was taken from me, like of making a decision of of knowing what it is that I wanted. But it didn't break me. What tried to kill me only made me stronger. So I don't really question. I used to question things in my life, and I had a traumatic event happen to me at a young age, and I remember questioning. It was the first time I actually heard God speak to me, and I remember questioning something that had happened in my life, and I was asking God why. It was like, and that's when I was like just going to church, and I wasn't really understanding, what it was. I was just going to church because I knew I always went growing up. But I remember asking God, like, why me? Like, why me? And I heard him so clear say, why not you? Like somebody gotta carry it so it can help somebody else. And that's why I say all the time that a lot of times the things that we go through, we don't even go through it for us. It's for somebody else to get that healing from you. You never know when you gonna say something or do or perform some act for somebody that can change their entire life. So it's not really for you. Is you go through it, and yeah, it be fucked up that you got to be the test dummy or the crash dummy, because a lot of times I be like, Lord dang, you couldn't pick nobody else to get this lesson. Like nobody else couldn't carry this load like this time. And then I think about it when he spoke to me, when he said, why not you? And I couldn't be selfish because like it was really a lesson for me. It was like I told you, like it ain't no whooping like getting a whooping from God. And the last thing that had hit me when I was thinking about this, because I said you can't heal from what you don't address. So if you're not addressing the situation that's actually causing you this brokenness, or if you keep kind of put stuff in place, Marty, don't get me started, man. If you don't kind of put a plan in place to heal, to address some of those things that are causing you not to heal, you're gonna miss out on your breakthrough. And I don't know where this came from, because it came to me when I got out of the shower, and I wrote it down. As soon as it came to me, it said I don't know what it is for. Your breakthrough is on the other side of your healing. So when you allow yourself time to heal, you'll reach through to that breakthrough. And I don't know who that was for or where it came from, but I mean, I do see that the correlation between the two things. You can't heal from what you don't address, and your breakthrough is on the other side of your healing. So until you address whatever it is that you need to heal from, you're going to hinder yourself from your breakthrough. Now, I don't know where it came from, but I'm telling you, y'all, I wrote it down in my notes. I wrote it in my notes. As soon as I got out of the shower, it came to me in the shower, and it literally, I wrote it down right here. Okay. And yes, a lot of times, somebody, we said this before, forgiveness, that baby, that's for you. You gotta forgive people for you, or you gonna be the one walking around harboring all that hurt and all that pain, man. That forgiveness is for you. It ain't even about them. You're gonna feel so much better when you forgive people. And stop doing people wrong. Oh, stop doing people wrong and then expecting to get some type of blessing from it. Like you ain't no way that you thought that you gonna be out here moving wrong, man. Like really doing people wrong and then expect God to bless you. Y'all, I learned this so early at such a lesson at an early age that Big Mama taught me that we get blessings confused a lot of times. We be out here thinking that God is blessing us a lot of times, and a lot of times it's the devil testing us. And Big Mama told me this, and I didn't understand it when I was growing up. And she said, "Baby, you got to be careful sometimes of the blessings and things that you prayed for, because God will give you the desires of your heart." Now, a lot of times you be praying for things that you're not ready for. So that's when the devil come in and test your faith and see if you really are ready for it. Now, you prayed and asked God for a new car, but you didn't ask God for the means to pay for that car. So then the devil creeps in and tests your faith by allowing you to miss a couple of payments. And then you start questioning God, like, God, well, you gave it to me. Why you won't, why you gonna take this from me if you gave it to me? But see, you prayed for a new car, but you did not pray and ask God for the means to keep that vehicle, man. So you got to be intentional in your prayers. You got to be intentional in your walk. This is why it was a situation that happened to me this morning, and I didn't want to bring this up, but when people paint me to be something other than who I know I am to be, I get offended by it. So you can't call me a bad business owner or unprofessional, because those things don't fit me. Those adjectives don't fit me. So if somebody says something that I know that is completely out of character or has nothing to do with me, I get very offended, and I move a little bit different. So I always tell people that when you email, you got to be careful in them emails, because y'all know some of those trigger words for them emails, that please advise. We talked about this before, that please advise, and those things, those trigger words like that. And sometimes people say things in an email and not expecting a response that you give them. And I don't like going back and forth in emails. I like to pick up the phone and call, because I learned that in all of your getting, you need to get an understanding. So I think that it's important to get an understanding when you're talking to people, so that nobody gets the wrong understanding or misinterpret what you're trying to say. So I like to pick up the phone and call people. And I had a situation where I had to call this morning because I was offended, because I was painted to be something that I know I'm not. And that offended me. I said, that there you go, per my last email, thank you, and please advise. But I got offended this morning, and sometimes and this was a trigger for me, because this is one of those things where I said, I see where this, Lord, I see where you taking me now. You can't heal what you don't address. And it was a trigger for me this morning when I was made to be like I was some like thief or I was like getting over on people or something. And that was a trigger for me, because I'm like, listen, baby, I know some people out here that's getting over on people. I know some people out here who some downright low down dirty dogs, but but you know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't me. That ain't me. So I had to address that, and I had to get my healing through that. Now I wasn't 100% feeling the end result, but because I still didn't like the way it played out. But sometimes you just gotta let stuff be. You listen. I'm not finna keep on trying to figure something out that sometimes it just need to be. Some things. I was watching this movie last night on Netflix, and the lady said the last thing she said on the movie was, some things are meant to stay broken. Some things are not meant to be put back together again. And that got me to thinking, because I started thinking, I really was thinking with my biblical eye in, because she said that some things are meant to stay broken and everything is not meant to be put back together. And I had to think, well, I know God to be a healer and I know him to be a mender. So I know that he heals all things and he mends all things, and he's the potter and I'm the clay. So when she said that some things are meant to stay broken, that kind of hit me from a different angle, because that ain't what my Bible said. But I also thought about it from another standpoint. Sometimes when things are broken, you need to let them stay broken. And that means some relationships that are broken, you need to allow them to stay broke. Everything doesn't require to be fixed. Everything is not required to be mended. Everything does not require you to put it back together again. Some of the IKEA furniture that breaks, you just need to throw it out and you need to stop trying to put it back together again and just get rid of it and get something new. Sometimes you have to stop trying to mend something that's not there and just let it go and let it stay broke. Just let it stay broke. So when she said that some things are meant to stay broken and they shouldn't be put back together again, yes, biblically I was thinking, no, baby, that ain't true, because God gonna put it back together again. But then I had to think about it from another perspective. You're right. Yeah, some things are just meant to stay broken. Sometimes you got to let people be who they gonna be, let them stay where they are, and let them stay broken, because you can't fix everybody. Y'all, you can't hardly fix yourself. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to accept the apology that you did not get, learn to just move on, accept that you won't get the explanation that you want. You won't get the answers that you want. Sometimes you got to just let well enough be and just move the hell on. Just move along, because it ain't no point. Take the L. Just take the L. It ain't no point in going back and forth. Just take the L. Listen, that's it. That's. I'm just saying, man. And I don't know, man. I don't know where it came from, man. I really don't know. All I got was two lines. The two lines said, "You can't heal what you don't address, and your breakthrough is on the other side of your healing." So I don't know. I don't know who that was for tonight, y'all. I don't know who that was for. But when God is for you, the who won't matter. When God is for you, the who won't matter. Because too many times y'all be worried about the who's. Who is doing this? Who is doing that? Who is coming out with the next best thing? Who is going to have that? Who is going to have the next best product? Like, you too worried about the who. Star Wars, you just, man, y'all ain't gonna take me there, bro. When God is for you, the who won't matter. The who won't matter. The what won't even matter, man. When God is for you, the who won't matter. Really, the what don't even matter, because he is. He is. The who or the what don't matter, because he is. That's it right there. You can stop right there. Put a period right there. He is. That the who or the what won't even matter, because he is. Man, I don't tell you, I don't know what be happening. Man, we be going somewhere. I know these be wind down Wednesday. We used to cut up on wind downs Wednesdays. We did. We used to cut up, but something in me changed, and I'm not sure when or what it was or how it was and what happened. But at some point, I had to put aside my childish ways and I had to be a man. And part of me being a man was, being a man in my household as well, and being somebody's husband. But I had to put aside some of the ways in which I addressed things and the ways in which I conducted myself in certain situations. Now, I'm gonna always be me now, but being me is also, you can evolve into different parts of who you are. And when you tap into that healing side of you and take some time to heal, you know what I'm saying? When you can tap into that side of you and take some time to heal from the things that you address that cause you that brokenness, okay? Put all that together. You put all that together, and this is what you're seeing now is a result of me getting through my that other side. So when it said that your breakthrough is on the other side of your healing, all of you guys are witnessing my life right now is that breakthrough that was on the other side of me healing from so much of the pain and the hurt. Listen, I don't know how God made this about me when I got this in the shower to talk to y'all about, because this wasn't even about me. But what you're witnessing is my breakthrough that came on the other side of my healing. So you guys got to witness a miracle right here on earth. Like, you know what I'm saying? We be looking for these supernatural signs, and sometimes the miracle is right in front of you. The miracle is being able to love again after pain and being through a divorce. So somebody got a chance to see that there is life after divorce. Um, Me getting through this breakthrough is somebody seeing that you don't have to just bake cakes, that you can have your own cake mix, or you can have your own buttercream. You can have your own collection of tips. You can have whatever you want. You don't have to just be a photographer. You can have your own line of lenses. Who said you can't compete with Canon or Nikon? You don't have to buy your lashes from China. You can develop your own product right here in the US. It's you're witnessing a miracle right here in front of you, and being able to see that there is so much more to life than just sitting and allowing yourself to just hurt and questioning your purpose and your why and your reasons. You're continuing to ask yourself, why? Like, Lord, why am I going through this? Why not you? Same thing he told me. Why not you? What makes you better than anybody else that you shouldn't have to go through and endure the same hurt that everybody else do? So why not you? Why are you asking why you? What makes you so special? What makes you so special? You got to endure it too. So you got to go through it. You got to go through it, and you can grow through it. That's it, y'all. That's it. I mean, it's just that simple. So we stuck in this healing series, y'all. We stuck in this healing series, and we gonna stay here as long as God allows us to. The pastors be having a whole series of messages, so we can have one too. We can have us a series. We gonna call it the healing series, and that's what it is.